October. A simple name and a complex rivalry. For one side, the Big Orange is just not a color they can sit with, and the other side, Crimson, has them seeing red. Easy to assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter and keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Volunteers ready to kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Russell. The short hands. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Makes one man miss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Booster! Bubba! Over!
Keelan Russell on target. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And that is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Throwing Russell. There's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Volunteers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's exactly what you wanted from this offense, man. Just breathe a little bit easier, created a little bit of space by getting that 1st down. Now I wonder, now does this open it up? Does this give us a chance now on 1st down, be more aggressive, more space on the football field, less concerned about maybe going backwards?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. He had his man open that time, just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you can tell just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. The Vols will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Snags it, and there's running room. Ripping through the defense. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
On the move. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Tosses it incomplete. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game. Not
right down the boulevard. Past the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers. Great job by the back on the option. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Cannot pick up the first down, but a field goal would give them the lead here late in the second quarter.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown ball. He got it beat down in bounds.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA taking on the number 13 team, the Navy Midshipmen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Floating away. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dumps it to the back. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
The run inside. It's Morris. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a nice, crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. The run to the left. Defense fills those gaps. He's got To the 28.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Keelan Russell fires to the middle, and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Russell. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To throw, it's Russell. Going over the top. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pop the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Throwing Russell. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Russell from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. From inside his own 15, looking for a press. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Quarterback keeper, and they're able to get him down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready?
Russell. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Russell. Bringing the heat. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Across the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well. Because you're right, you beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Laterals it back. Under fire. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Gordon. There he goes. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Tonight, it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.